Hey everyone, what is going on? Welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about the garages as we move along with this new tech series. If you didn't know, when you got the 4th March from the monthly pass, it is discounted at the same rate as the first garages. So when you go into your tech center and you click on Garage 1 and you're working on these, you will notice that the cost of upgrading and the time to upgrade Garage 1 and Garage 4 are similar. If you go to Garage 2 and Garage 3, this is where you start to see the price of things going up and taking longer to do. So down here at the bottom, this is not too expensive to say, but it is going to take you 10 days for this upgrade. If you compare that to Garage 1 and Garage 4, you'll see this is a little bit cheaper, and it only takes about 2 days to 3 days to upgrade this skill here for the same level. I wanted to point that out because people get the 4th the 4th garage whenever they unlock the monthly pass, but then they don't realize that you can level that up faster than you can Garage 2 and 3. And that's the best thing you can do if you unlock Garage 1 and Garage 4. Level those up, put your 2 best squads in Garage 1 and Garage 4, and then put your 2nd and 3rd squad in Garage 2 and Garage 3. That will allow you to max out 2 garages fairly cheap and really quick, versus having to grind out Garage 2 or Garage 3 to make your 2nd squad better. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about why the garages are so important. There are some really important techs in here, but then there are some other things that are just kind of okay. Starting off, all of them have the increased hero and overlord damage to monsters, which that's pretty nice for the world boss damage. And then the next one down reduces the squad damage from monsters. And then going down, this is where you increase the attack for your squad and defense and HP. This is nice because it's for all aspects of the game. It's not against monsters, not just against in PvP. It's for all aspects. So definitely want to max these out as you're working through the tree. And then on your way down here, the gather speed is so-so. The food load capacity, again, that's okay. But when you're first working through this tree, maxing out the overall, just the attack for your heroes, the HP, the defense for this heroes. And this is for my 3rd squad. That's why this isn't maxed out. But then going down here, you'll see the march speed against monsters a little bit slower. I don't have that maxed out. And then boost march speed against resource tiles. I don't have that one maxed out yet. But this is pretty nice to max out regardless on your 1st or 2nd garage, since it is really good to use resource tiles to speed up your attack. So if you're far away from somebody, zip over to a resource tile and you can attack them. So the faster your troop speed is to that resource tile, the better. And that's actually a really big increase. And then below that is the general march speed. It helps whether you're attacking players or going to resource tiles, that sort of thing. And then down here, this is where things start to get a little more expensive in Garage 2 and Garage 3. Take a little bit more time. But you should be able to knock this out pretty quickly on your 1st garage. And if you have the monthly pass, you should be able to get this knocked out in the same amount of time if you want to grind that one out too. But these are really good when you're attacking and then when you're defending. So think of this as the left side is the siege side. The left side is the defense fortification side. So you go down here, increase the attack, the defense, HP, and then down here, this is where it's a little bit different. This is boost physical damage for heroes and the overlord in your squad, and then this one's the boost energy damage. If you're running tanks, obviously you really want to focus on the energy damage. If you're running aircraft, you really want to focus running or getting your physical damage up first, and then your energy damage. Good to max out both of those, obviously. And then down at the bottom here, this is probably the last thing you can worry about upgrading, increasing the casualty rate when you're fighting other players. While it is helpful, just being able to attack people and beat them is certainly a good thing. I recommend maxing out the garages fairly early on as you're grinding to headquarters 30. You should be able to max out one of them. If you have the monthly pass and you have the Garage 4, you should be able to max that out as well fairly quickly because I'm assuming you're going to be a spender. If you have the monthly pass, you got the 4th garage, you should have resources to be able to put into that. And so you have 2 decent squads going, even though you probably should be focusing just on 1 squad. And a couple things I wanted to point out real quick before we wrap this up. Whenever you are working with your garages and you know which ones you have maxed out, whenever you're setting your teams, whether that's an arena or sending out trucks, when you hit the little icon to configure this, you can select which garage buffs they are getting. So make sure that if you have a certain team you want to have the max buffs for, make sure you have that set in here. And then when you go to your arena, same thing. Click on the arena, go to the attack tab, whether you're attacking or you're fighting, and you'll want to make sure that you have your correct garages. So this one, garage 2, this one has garage 1, so it's maxed out buffs. And then same thing here, garage 3, that's going to be lower buff. So do I want to mix that up? Do I want to go with garage 4 because that's going to have the best buffs? I'll set that team in there. I have seen it a couple times where a player will have their number 1 squad here, and then they'll have their trash squad, quote unquote trash squad, in the 4th garage, but they're able to max out the 4th garage, and then they're giving their trash squad the best benefits. Throw your second team in here, or put your first team in here, put your second team in the 1st garage. Either way, make sure that you're maximizing your garages here so that you aren't just wasting the benefits that they are giving to you. And again, remember to check your trucks, check your teams on your trucks when you're attacking, defending, and then same thing with your arena. Make sure your teams are set up properly with the correct garages in arena. And that's it for this episode, everyone. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.